All right, so this will just be a very gentle grounding practice. You won't be doing anything crazy tonight, just a nice flow to kind of work out all the kinks and all of the anxiety from the weekend and moving into the week. You don't need any props and you don't need any experience to do this. Let's make sure that my mom's not texting me telling me she can't get on. It looks like we're good. All right, so let's start in a seated position. A nice tall spine, soft shoulders, however is most comfortable for you, so you don't have to look like me. When you're doing this practice, maybe you'd like your legs open wide, maybe you'd like your knees together, but wherever you're at, taking a nice tall spine, dropping the shoulders back away from the ears. Maybe you'd like to close your eyes if you're comfortable, or soften your gaze. Starting to tune into the breath. Maybe for the first time this weekend, noticing your breathing. Allowing your hands to fall wherever is comfortable. Letting that breath flow naturally, not thinking about if you're doing it right or wrong, just noticing the way that you are, that natural rhythm. Noticing any tension or tightness in the body. Maybe you're feeling a little bit of discomfort. Just being aware of it. The hips and the shoulders and the neck and the knees. Acknowledging if you're just not feeling 100% tonight. And as you breathe, starting to visualize those breaths moving to the areas of tension in your body. Noticing that breath as it moves into the hips, into the knees, into the shoulders. And as you breathe, maybe finding just a little bit of softness in those areas. Deepening the inhales and the exhales, feeling the belly fill up with fresh air. And releasing out anything that you're holding on to. Let's take a deep inhale in through the nose. Open the mouth and let it go. Once more like that, deep inhale. And exhale. This time as you inhale in, reach the arms up overhead, bringing the palms together if it's comfortable, and then draw the palms to heart center in a prayer pose, setting an intention for your practice, or what Reese likes to think, a wish, a prayer, something to focus, something to guide you, something that you need right now. Draw that intention into your heart with an inhale. Exhale, let it go. If your eyes are closed, you can begin to flutter the eyes open, maybe rubbing the palms together. You know, the room that I'm in tonight is a little bit chilly. So creating a little bit of warmth, feeling that warmth, that prana, that life force energy between your palms. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Bringing the right hand on top of the left knee. Left hand drops behind you. Keep that tall spine. And gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale back through center. Find length. Reach it tall. Exhale, twist to the opposite side. Still breathing deeply. Inhale back through center, arms reach. This time, keep that seat sinking into the mat as you fold forward, dropping the hands to the floor, the forehead down. Relax the neck, the shoulders. Keep that seat sinking into the mat. Inhale, look forward. Walk the fingertips just a bit further forward. And exhale, fold. Slowly walking the hands back toward the feet. As you come back up, draw the shoulders up to the ears and then down the back. Let's do that again. Up to the ears and then down the back. Drop the right hand down next to the body. Reach the left arm overhead. And walk the right fingertips toward the end of your mat. So you press the left hand overhead. Keep that left shoulder stacked on top of the right. So not crunching over. Heart is open. Press that left cheek down if it wants to rise up. Stretch out that left side body. Inhale back through center, both arms reach. Exhale, left hand drops down, right arm reaches. Walk the left fingertips out. And reach just a bit further. Keep that right cheek down. Inhale back through center. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms under the shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips for a tabletop position. Press evenly into the palms. And moving through some cats and cows here to warm up the spine. Inhale, push the belly down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Shine your heart forward for cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, draw the navel in, arch the back for cat. Inhale to cow. Breathing deep. Exhale to cat. Do that a few more times here. Drop the belly, shine your heart. You can add anything else that feels good. Students that come to my practice are always adding extra things depending on what they need. So maybe swaying the hips from side to side, pressing into the palms to put a little bit of pressure into the wrists, gazing over the left or the right shoulder. Your practice doesn't have to look like mine. In fact, it shouldn't. It should look like yours. Let's do one more round. Drop the belly. And round the spine. Going back to that nice flat back. Walk the hands forward just a little bit. Tuck the toes under, lift the knees. You're in a plank pose here, and then lift the hips to find your downward facing dog. You can put as much of a bend into your knees here, maybe pedaling out the feet. Pressing evenly into the palms, relax the neck and shoulders. Deep inhale in. And exhale out. Walk the palms back toward the feet at the back of the mat to find a forward fold here. Feet are hip width distance apart. Bend the knees generously so the belly comes toward the thighs. Grab for opposite elbows. If this is uncomfortable or you're feeling kind of claustrophobic in this pose, you can take the hands to the back of the neck. Reach the crown of the head down toward the mat. Relax the neck and the shoulders, sway side to side, maybe forward and backward. Release the hands, allow them to fall to the mat. Walk them forward once again. This time coming into a plank pose. You can drop your knees at any point if plank is not feeling good tonight. But I'll hold here for 3 breaths. Breathing into that core, drive the heels back, little rounding in the upper back. 1 more deep inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower all the way down onto the belly. Untuck the toes, find space pose. Forearms come to the mat. Elbows are just in front of the shoulders. Press into the palms. Press the hips and the belly into the mat. Notice the tightness in that lower back. Shoelace side of the foot is down, toes are untucked. Press your heart forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. It's just a little micro movement. Doesn't seem like much, but it's doing so much. 1 more deep breath here. And walk the palms underneath the shoulders. Squeeze the elbows to your sides. Straighten the arms, lift the heart for tall cobra. Hips are still pressing down, legs are still on the mat. 1 more deep inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower back down. Bend the knees to find child's pose. Send the seat back toward the heels. Reach through the fingertips, forehead, rest down. Deep inhales and deep exhales. In your child's pose, press into the palms, tuck the toes under, lift the hips down, facing dog. Draw that right knee toward the nose and step the right foot between the palms for a runner's lunge here. Staying on the palms, or maybe up on the fingertips. Drive through that left heel. Nice long stance here. Feel that stretch and then drop that left knee. Untuck the toes and start to come up into your low lunge. Hands can come to the thigh to press the hips forward just a little bit. Keeping that knee stacked on top of the ankle. So if it's a little bit further forward, like this, it means that you're more flexible than you thought. So step that foot a little bit further forward. From here, reach the arms to the sky. Breathing. Feel that stretch, especially in that left hip here. And bring the hands behind the lower back, interlace the fingers. Press the knuckles back as you squeeze the shoulder blades together to open the heart. If this is not accessible to you, you can just take the backs of the hands, rest them on the lower back, squeeze the elbows toward each other, and it has the same exact effect. Press that heart forward, gazing up. And exhale, release, bring the palms down to the mat. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee, coming back to that runner's lunge. But you're gonna plant the left palm, reach the right arm to the sky, twisting it out. Keep that back leg straight, driving through the left heel. Bend deeply into that right knee. If this isn't working for you, feel free to drop that left knee and reach up. 1 more deep inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Step the right foot back to meet the left thigh, downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Exhale. Draw that left knee forward, plant the left foot between the palms. Back in that runner's lunge on the other side. Drive that right heel back, nice deep stretch. And drop the right knee, untuck the toes, hands come to the thigh, press the hips forward. If this is uncomfortable on the knee that's on the ground, you can either roll up your mat or put a towel or blanket under that knee. We're gonna stay down low most of the class. So I don't want you to feel any discomfort there. Reaching the fingertips to the sky. Continue to press the hips forward. And again, drawing the hands behind the lower back. Interlace the fingers. This time take the opposite thumb on top. If you don't remember what thumb was on top last time, try switching them. And if it's a little bit more uncomfortable, that's the right thumb. That's the one you want to use right now. Or again, you can take the hands to the lower back. Opening the heart. Squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. One more deep inhale. Exhale, release the palms. Either tuck the toes under, lift the right knee. To find your simple twist, or you can leave that knee down. Left arm reaches, bending deeply into that left knee. Drive that right heel back if the knee is lifted. Twisting it out. Exhale, left hand comes down. Step back to your downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. Pull forward to your plank pose once again. Bend the elbows, lower all the way down onto the mat. Untuck the toes. Straighten the arms for tall cobra. Keep pressing those hips down. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips, find your downward facing dog, and breathe. Inhale, draw that right knee forward and through. This time you're going to, when you plant the right foot, wiggle walk the right toes out and bring the left hand or the right hand to the inside of the right foot for a lizard lunge. You can either stay right here, you can drop down onto that left knee, or if you have pretty open hips, my right hip is about as tight as they come, you can bring the forearms down onto the mat. If you have any props, a block or something to hold on to, you can also place that right in front of you. I'm going to stay right here. Breathing into that right hip. Again, keep the knee stacked on top of the ankle. If the knee is forward, closer to the toes, it means you're more flexible than you thought. Walk those toes forward. One more deep breath here. And tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee. Step the right foot back to meet the left, lift the hips downward facing dog. Deep inhale in, exhale out. Pull that left knee forward, plant the left foot between the palms. You're in your runner's lunge once again. This time bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot and wiggle walk the left toes out. Lizard lunge. Again, you can either stay right here, you can drop that knee, you can come down onto the forearms. Notice if one side is different than the other. It most likely is. I think it's mostly women that are taking this class right now. If not, sorry, Michael, Adam, anybody else that might be here. But as women, we carry a lot of our emotional issues, our tension in our hips. I have a teacher that tells me the issues are in the tissues. So releasing some of those issues, some of that tension, any trauma here in the hips. One more deep breath. Inhale to rise up onto the right toes, lift the right knee. Wiggle walk that left foot out just a bit. We're gonna step into Malasana Yogi squat. If you can't do this right this way, feel free to come into it after you come back to your down dog. So step the right foot outside of the right palm, sink the hips down. Hands come to the heart, elbows press to the insides of the knees. If that doesn't work for you or you're standing there looking at me like you're crazy, you can step the left foot back, find down dog, and then walk the feet forward, bringing them outside of the palms, drop the seat. So people are in different types of yogi squats, different types of malasana. You may be able to come down low like this. It's okay if you're up on the toes. It's okay if your legs are wider and you're up higher. Whatever feels best for you, although none of these might feel great. Breathing into those hips. Use the elbows to press the insides of the knees, really opening them up. Let's find one more deep breath here. And straighten the legs, fold forward. Hands come to the mat. You can bring the feet, once again, hip width distance apart. Take your peace fingers to grab for your big toes. Bend the elbows and draw your heart towards your thighs. Crown of the head reaches down. Folding deep. And release the hands from the feet. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, fold, draw the belly toward the thighs. Plant the palms, step back to your plank pose. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Dropping the knees to the mat. Coming to sit up onto the heels. Nice tall spine. Let's do a little foot stretch here, depending on what feels best for you. Taking the knees hip width distance apart. Tuck the toes under. And you can sit back on your heels here. Depending on how big your seat is, like mine, you might be putting a lot of pressure into those feet. So be gentle with yourself. One more deep breath. Stretching out the soles of the feet. And bring the palms down. Untuck the toes, roll over onto that right cheek. Extend the legs long. Pointing and flexing the toes. And let's find a forward fold here. Reach the arms up over. Leading with the heart, folding forward, allowing the hands to fall wherever they end up. You don't have to be grabbing onto the feet. You don't have to be pulling yourself. Just let your hands rest. Let yourself fold down. And breathe. Slowly rolling back up. Keep the right leg extended long, left sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh. Turn your body so it's facing the extended leg. Flex the right toes. Reach the arms to the sky and fold forward again, just letting the hands fall wherever they end up. You don't have to grab for the foot. Deep inhale and exhale. Coming back up and switching legs. Left leg extends, right sole of the foot to the inside of the left thigh. Turn your body so that it's facing that left leg. Reach the arms up and fold. Use the exhale to go just a bit deeper. And slowly coming back up. Extend the right leg so both legs are out in front of you. We're going to slowly roll down just like we did in our cat pose. We have a nice round spine. Rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Back of the head coming down last. Draw that belly button in. Keep rolling. Once you've reached your mat, reach the arms up overhead. Point the toes. Reach and stretch. Create as much length as you can. And then draw the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins for a squeeze. Draw your forehead to your knees. And release everything back down onto the mat. Arms resting at your sides. Scanning down through the body, noticing any continued areas of tension or tightness. And sending a little bit of extra love to those areas tonight. Allowing your breath to flow naturally. Allowing yourself to sink into the mat. Releasing and relaxing. You can stay here as long as you would like. You have the time. Or with me, you can wake up the body, wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bend the knees, place the soles of the feet onto the mat. Reach the arms up overhead for a stretch. Fall heavy to your right side and use your left palm to press into the mat to come up to a seated position just as we started. Find your tall spine, soft shoulders. Reach the arms up to gather in all that good energy you created. Draw the hands to the heart and bow your head in gratitude to your practice. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide tonight. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Namaste.